Hi guys, it's Belle here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the 3 houses mini building series that we are starting today. It's going to be a series in 4 parts. I had the idea to take a lot in Del Sol Valley, split it in 3 equal parts, build a simple shell. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom house on 1 floor for 1 or 2 Sims. And I will put the same shell in all the 3 lots, but I will decorate it, furnish it, and do the landscaping completely different. So in this video, you can see me build the shell, put it in all 3 lots, and do the first part or the first house. And I wanted to do a modern build first. I am not building modern houses very often, but I really like them. So I had the idea to build a modern house, but when I started, I didn't know what I would do. And while I was building and while I was decorating and furnishing it, I had my ideas, but we'll talk about that later. Here I am still doing the other houses because I didn't find any way that I was able to copy the complete house from one part of the lot to the other, because if I upload it to the gallery and download it, it will be problematic. So maybe there would have been a workaround, but it was very easy to do it and it didn't take me a lot of time, so I decided to do it manually in the end. And you can see here that I decided to have a part or a big part of the bigger roof to be a glass roof, because we have that option now, and I saw someone do it that way. Can't remember, but I'm sure a lot of people are doing it that way, because if you put one roof and you want to do it like that, you can. So you have to take 3 roofs next to each other, so you can make one as a glass roof and the others you choose differently. So it took me a little bit of time to find out what I wanted the roof color to be, what I wanted the wall colors to be. We don't really have a lot of options for modern stuff, and there is a new option that you can filter by style. And when I filtered modern, a lot of items or also wallpapers I would have considered modern weren't there, so I didn't use that filter for that build. And I had so much fun building this, because the thing is, in August I am away, I think 2 weekends, then we have guests 1 weekend, and I will only be home 1 of the 4 weekends, but my goal is to upload once a week, so I'm trying to do this. So now we are the 29th of July, Monday, and I'm pre-recording this, so I have it ready as the second video for August. The first, of course, is my channel update. But you can see this, or you have seen this maybe if you watch them, because this is the second one that comes in the month. So I said there are 4 parts, but there are only 3 houses. So first, I can't tell you what the second house will be. I have some ideas. I thought about maybe doing a bohemian house, or like a more countryside house, something like that. It will be very colorful. This here is very black and white and gray outside. And the third one, I'm not sure if I will do something like a secret lab thingy or a abandoned lot. So I will think about that. But in the end, there will be 3 lots. And what I'm doing here, it's completely furnished, and on the outside the wallpaper and the roof, everything is ready, but I haven't done any landscaping, and that's what I will do in the 4th video. I will do all the landscaping of the 3 houses, and show a little bit of the entire build, because here I'm concentrating only on this house, of course, and in the second video I will concentrate on the second house and so on. And I thought if I would do the landscaping at the same time, it would take me a lot of time, and I will only do it, or I want to do it when I'm finished, because I want to see how the other houses are, so I can decide a bit if I have an area that maybe is for all of them together. I have to decide about that, but I am very happy with how this turned out. There are a few things with the freezes. I was not really sure if it would be okay like that, but in the end, you can see with the screenshot, it looks good. Here I am doing the bathroom. I think it is the first room I did. I always have to laugh when I furnish bathrooms, because I know that my friend Fry hates to do them. And I remember a long time ago we did a collab together. It was, I think, one of my first collabs, and I was so nervous to do the collab with her, and she didn't put in any bathrooms in her part of the build. We did a 50 by 50 lot. And because she hates to do them, and I, for a fact, I love to make beautiful bathrooms, because probably our bathroom we have here is very little. So I always love to create bathrooms, or dream bathrooms I would love to have. So I don't mind creating bathrooms at all. But in another speed build, you will see it pop out on the top right corner. It's a renovation I did of the Sky Fitness in San Myshuno, and there I built bathrooms, but I copied them because I had several floors and I didn't want to do each of them. But in a house you can do them differently, and that's really nice. So in fact, you see the car there, it's from the debug the new debug items we got for free in the last update, and this actually looks like our car, or I'd rather say my boyfriend's car, because I can drive. I cannot drive. Yeah, you heard me correctly. I grew up without a car and I don't drive, and I'm afraid to drive, and I don't need a car to go to work because I can go by public transport. In Switzerland, where I live, the country is small and we have a lot of public transport. It's very organized. You don't really need a car if you live in a city, but of course it's practical for many reasons. And yeah, I'm also very happy when we can do grocery shoppings or anything else. But the fun thing is, I saw this car drive by a lot of times, and I thought, it would be nice to have this and to not have to size up a toy car, which always looked ridiculous. But these look so good, these cars, and they are not usable, but I don't care at all. So here in the bedroom, that's where the color purple pink comes into the build, because until then I didn't use any colors. I only had black, white and gray, but then I decided to add some colors, and I decided to add this color. There are a lot of possibilities to use it, so that's what I did. And first I only wanted to use it in the bedroom, but then I decided to use it for the kitchen and for the living room. There is no real pink or violet in the bathroom. I only put some sun lotion there that has that color, but otherwise it is black and white. When I do build, I don't use the filters that I told you before, like modern or islandy, but I use the color filter because I often limit myself to a few colors, and it's very difficult to find the items in build mode. Although I have been building for years in The Sims 4, And I know a lot of these items because I'm using a lot of different items, but for some reason there are items I just can't find, and I don't know their names because they have very particular names. I was thinking about that when I was building this, and that's a bit of a shame because you use so much time to look for these. For example, the part where I put the car down, I had to cut a lot of this part out because I was looking for that car for such a long time. And I think debug items you can't filter by color, but other stuff you can. Here I'm doing the kitchen. I was hesitating a bit with the kitchen island, but then in the end I decided against a kitchen island and I built it differently. I love to use half walls. I love to use these as dividers for rooms. So if you have a big room, you can always work with dividers, with half walls to make a room look more interesting. And this is a big open kitchen, and we have the living room in the same space. And although the house is not that big, I think it's spacious. You have this big living room and the kitchen there. You don't have a dining room per se, but you can eat outside. It's a veranda or a terrace that has a roof, so they can eat outside, or if they want, they can also sit in front of the TV and eat there. I decided also to use the same floor pattern in the whole build. Normally I use a different floor in the bedroom. I use a lot of wood in the bedroom. I use a lot of tiles in the bathroom, and I only use this kind of floor in the kitchen. But I discovered that floor. I really loved it. I'm not sure if this came with Get Famous or I don't know, but I love this color and I decided to use it for each room. And because you can have carpets or different things and combine it with objects, it also looks different for each room. I have some plants, I have some lights, but I don't have that many plants. I also didn't clutter it too much. But sometimes if the house is not that big, it's easier if it's not that cluttered. I only play tested the shower, but I think the kitchen should work without any problems, and the bedroom should also work. But of course, in the end, before I upload the entire build with all the 3 different houses to the gallery, I will play test it for you guys, and I'm sure it will work fine. I didn't really use the Move Objects cheat a lot. I typed it in as I always do, but I only lifted up a few objects. For the rest, it should work normal. Here I'm just adding some stuff in the living room. I wanted to make it different in the beginning, but then I decided to add a desk because I always think it's better if the desk and the computer are not in the bedroom, and also the TV is not something I would want in the bedroom, so we don't have any here, and I'm glad about that. And I think my modern build turned out good. What do you think? Do you like it so far? Did you do a similar thing? I'm sure that a lot of people have done this. I know also there's a lot of Furnish Me challenges, but I thought I would like to do it that way and use the same shell for myself, build it and use it, and on the lot put 3 different houses there. So I'm curious to see what you think about it, and if you want, you can leave me suggestions for the other 2 houses, but I am not sure. I will probably already furnish these when this video is up, so maybe these suggestions, if I didn't use them, they will be for another series like that. I might do this again if I continue to like it. I had fun with that. It didn't take me too much time to do that because it was very easy to do the shell and I also had concrete ideas what I wanted to do. I think the other builds are probably going to take me longer because there will be more cluttered items, but we will see, and we will we are almost, not we will, but we are almost at the end. I am just adding a few little things outside here. On this side there is a bench where they can sit, and on the other side there is a table, and there will be some screenshots for you at the end. There will also be music. I didn't do a video tour. It's difficult when you have small builds and sometimes it doesn't really look good, or so I decided to do the screenshots, but maybe in the end when everything is finished I can do a video tour. So let me know what you think about this, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Have a wonderful month of August and take care. Bye. Bye bye.